not Bosoma St. John calling out Andy Cohen and like literally calling him out. I was like, excuse me, girl, what is going on over here? And we definitely need to talk about this. But before we start, welcome back. I'm the real Andy of Beverly Hills. Welcome to another piece of tea. If you are new here, welcome to Beverly Troop, where I keep it real and I mention it all. So make sure to subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And girl, let's talk about this mess. To be very honest with you, I didn't even notice what Bozoma was talking about, but Bozoma did a video on her social media calling out Andy Cohen for making a face about her positions that she has held in the past being short-term positions. So there was this whole conversation about, Bosoma, she has been, I think it's a CFO or like a marketing expert, for a lot of like huge companies. I mean, we do have to like acknowledge that Bosoma's resumes, it's very impressive. She has worked with like huge companies. She has saved companies. I mean, I can tell you, this girl is a boss bitch. She will make shit happen. That is for sure. So this is definitely not like a trashing her resume kind of video or anything like that, because I'm actually, I'm a person who also works a lot and have worked a lot in the corporate and like all of that. So like people like that who are very smart and who knows how to deal this business side and this corporate side, you need to have a lot of respect for that, because it is what it is. It's very powerful, right? I have met Bosoma in person and I can tell you her energy, like it's whoa, like she's a very strong woman, but she's at the same time like so fun and like she's amazing, However, so she basically, they were talking at the reunion that she hold these positions, and then usually she didn't last too long on some of those positions. And I think it was like one of those questions, shady questions or something of like, why have you been jumping from job to job, or something like that. And then she said something like, these positions are actually meant to be short-term positions kind of thing. So Andy makes kind of like a face and says like short-term, like, do you know that this is going to be like a short-term position? Like, how is this, like, are you saying that these positions are only for like a short period of time, And Bosoma kind of like explained that it is not like that, there are people that work on this for a very long run, but usually when, companies are going through something and they bring someone to try to save the company, they usually end up blaming this position, right? And then she kind of like does her thing, and then she moves on to the next one. She has received awards for it. She's on the Hall of Fame of like, I don't know, like marketing or something like that, and whatever. The whole point is like she calls out Andy Cohen for making the face, which was a face of like 0.01 seconds probably. Again, I didn't even notice. Like if she wouldn't have made that video, I like had no idea. And then she goes on into like doing this whole lecture about all of this, that I just told you about, like in a really, really like extensive video. So like, I understand the need to defend yourself, but girl, you do not check your boss, okay? This is not corporate America. This is show business. Andy Cohen is the executive producer of your show. He is also your boss, and I think my thing was more than really educate him. It felt like actually she was mad at him and she wanted to make sure that he knows that she was mad at him, and I think that part right there was like, Okay, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, you do not want to give ultimatums to Andy Cohen. Daddy Andy Cohen will be like, oh, sorry, baby girl, we do not do ultimatums over here, you know? So I think that was like the only part. To the point that Andy Cohen actually replies on the video, and his only replies was like, consider me aware, in captions, you know? And no smiley face, no laughing face, no nothing. I think that Andy Cohen is not happy about this, you know? Again, if it was coming from like a place of like jokingly letting you know this, you know, I think it would have been a little bit different. But it really felt like, I am better than you, and I'm gonna let you know and the world know that I am better than you. And I'm like, girl, you are on his show. You are his employee. Okay? He pays your check. You know what I mean? So like, it felt disrespectful, to be very honest with you. So I think it should have been done in like a different way. You don't want to be on the bad side of Andy Cohen. You don't want to be the next Jennifer Aiden or even Dorit Kemsley. Like, I'm so sorry, but you can tell the way that Andy Cohen is so annoyed with Dorit Kemsley. Like, every single time that Dorit said something at this reunion, like, or anything, like, Andy Cohen was like, ugh, this bitch. You know, like, Andy, I mean, I think if it's really up to him, he will probably fire Dorit at this point, you know? Without counting the amount of times that Andy Cohen has actually yawned at Dorit Kemsley. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just like my advice. Like, I understand, like, I get it, you know, because again, like I said at the beginning, Bosoma is very accomplished, you know, and I think, especially, you know, she's working in a men's world. She's working on a white man's world, you know, so I think she has to work extra hard. She actually says on her video that the percentage of black women holding those kind of positions is, I think, less than 1% or something like that. So I understand your need to really set these records straight, you know, and to like really let the world know. But I felt that it could have been a little bit more respectful, because it felt like you were literally attacking him and literally like trying to humiliate him in public, you know? And I think that part, I don't think he's gonna like that. I don't think he liked that, you know? He's never gonna say it. He's, you know, he's very show business. So probably in Radio Andy, when they ask about it, he's going to be like, you know, like, this is so funny. Like, of course I love Bozoma. Like, I understand. Like, I never meant it that way, you know? But in this world, you have to learn to read between these lines. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, let me know what you guys think on the comments below. How do you feel about Bosoma calling out Mr. Andy Cohen? And will there be any repercussions? Let me know. And if you want to get all the tea related to the Real Housewife of Beverly Hills or any of the other Bravo shows, make sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.